Good morning, Guttu. Thank you for joining in today's interview. How are you doing today?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all. I'm doing well. I'm safe at home, and I hope you are also safe.
Yes, we are also doing good, everyone. Thank you for asking as well. So, Gittu, since you have come up for today's interview session, we would like to know something about yourself.
Sure, sir. Actually, first of all, thank you for inviting me for this interview. And my name is Gitu Suresh, and I'm from Kerala. I'm a mechanical engineer. I have worked for the past 4 years. I worked as a mechanical site engineer, and I worked in a company called Datco McConnell Dual. It was in Dubai. So I was basically my responsibilities are like I was responsible for all the site activities, mainly on the site activities. I was responsible for gathering all the work has been done, or the work has been done uh, as per the drawings and all. So I need to check all those things, and I have to report to my project engineer and project manager. So that was my responsibilities, and I worked there for 4 years, and it was an fabrication process mainly. So after that, my I finished my engineering graduate in mechanical engineering, and uh, then
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you, Gittu. So, as you mentioned that you have worked 4 years in mechanical field. So, why did you choose to switch your domain from a mechanical engineer to a software engineer after 4 years?
So actually, I worked in only one company, and after my company got closed because of lack of projects over there. So after that, I lost my job and I came back to India. Before coming back, also I tried there for another job in the same field, but due to this lack of projects and all in most of the companies there, so I didn't get a chance to work. So I came back to India, and here also I tried so many companies I tried, but I don't know whether it is my experience is in fabrication and level. I tried in Bangalore. I was in Bangalore, so I tried there, but I don't know why I didn't get much opportunities, and actually I didn't get any interviews also in this field.
Okay. So, as you mentioned that 4 years of experience is quite a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
So, after 4 years of experience, you are not getting an opportunity or you are unable to crack interviews. Uh, so, since you are very new to this field of technology, so don't you think that the other candidates have an upper edge than you in this domain? And why should I be hiring you then?
Sure, sir. I know that it will be a challenging for it will be challenging for me to go into a new domain from basically I'm from a mechanical background. So, but I think I'm a good team player, and I'm ready to hard work. So I hope I can get a job in this field also.
Okay. And as you are trying to switch your profile at the moment, so why did you choose software testing and not any other technologies when there are some development jobs as well that are quite booming at the moment?
So basically, I don't have any idea about coding and all. So I don't think I'll be good in developing phase. So, and for my wife is also working as a manual tester. So I thought I heard some I heard about this manual testing from her. So I thought it will be good for me. I can manage that, and I can learn this manual testing. That's why I choose testing field.
Okay, so just because you thought that it's quite easy job your wife is doing, is it because of that reason you have chosen
Not
this field?
not I'm saying it's an easy job. I know there are difficulties in each and every job, but I hope I can easily follow that.
So in case if you're not selected today, so what will be your approach for your next interviews and all?
I will keep hard working, and I will try. So,
Okay, so since you are switching your profile, So what are the tools that you have come across in case of testing and you have used as well? Yeah.
Uh, Tools means
Yeah, there are various automation tools that are available, right? So have you come across any such kind of tools that is basically used in case of testing?
actually no, sir. I didn't come across any tools.
Okay, no, not a problem. So what all things have you learned in testing which you think that with the help of these you would be able to crack any interview?
Uh, Basically, I was trying to know the how it was working. I mean, I was trying to know the what is it?
Okay, not a problem. So in case you make it today, okay, and you are entering into the IT industry, so will it and you once again get a job from a very reputed company in Dubai in your field of fabrication. So will you be you will be switching back to your old profession?
No, sir. I'm not going to switching back because when I started studying this testing, I got an offer from mechanical field. It is in Bangalore. Then I said I don't want to switch my. I mean, now I'm focusing on this testing field, so I don't want to switch back to mechanical.
Okay, okay, fine. And in the next 5 years of time, where do you see yourself?
Maybe I will be a project lead or
Okay, you want to be a project lead. Okay, that's good. So I guess every human being has some strengths and weaknesses as well. So can you just tell one weakness or area of improvement that you would like to change yourself as Gitu?
so one of my weaknesses. I'm a little bit addicted to my mobile phone. So I want to change that because I spend more time. I think I spend more time in social medias and all. Not
Right.
doing anything, and just scrolling the social media and just watching something like that.
So during work as well, are you going to sit with your mobile?
No, sir,
Okay.
not at all.
So so that means if you're occupied with some kind of work at that time, you can change your habit, I guess.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that can be a good
But when
reminder.
I was working, I was not using my mobiles and all this much.
Okay, not a problem. So Govind and Amol, do you want to ask few questions over here?
No.
No. Okay. So, Govind, I'm done with the first few HR questions. So, if you want to have a glass of water, you can have before we start with the technical round.
It's okay.
Okay. So, the first question that I would like to ask over here is, what is software testing?
Software testing is a phenomenon like we need to check whether the requirements of the product requirements has been met. It involves the checking of the systems like whether it's the software or the product which we have make is bug free or it is the reliability of the product. uh,
Okay. So, what do you think are the three main qualities that should be present in every software tester?
a software tester should be clear with the requirements and we should be a software tester should be uh, aware of the all the protocols and all, and also he should think out of the box, like for checking for if you are testing a software or a product, we should think out of the box.
Okay, that's good. So as you mentioned that a software tester should think out of the box, and since you are also a software tester or will be a software tester in near future, so can you cite an example or experience that you had to go through wherein you thought something out of the box?
So actually, I'll just a small example. Like if you are testing a watch, this was happened during my classes on the during this software testing. If you're testing a watch, uh, basically we will test about the strap, the dial, the battery or charge, how much time it will, if it is a smartwatch, how much time it will, the charge will be there, and we will be thinking like this. But when one of my colleague asked like, what will happen if we strap this watch on our leg? It will work or not? So I thought, I didn't think like that, but I thought a software tester should thought like that also.
Okay, okay. So as you mentioned, you did not think like that.
Yeah.
So it was not you who thought out of the
I
box.
know it
I
was not
I
me
cited an
actually.
example where you thought out of. So do you think that you are not a good software tester then?
No, sir. At my it was happened in the beginning. So I thought like I was also thinking like that, but I didn't think like this out, like out of the box. I didn't think what will happen if it will be stabbed in our leg.
Okay. So I guess you should then develop this characteristic that you only mentioned that a software tester should think out of the box. Okay, not a problem. So can you tell what is white box testing?
Okay, white box testing. It is mainly done by the testers and developers, and the internal working of the software or product should be known by the tester, and it is also called as uh, clear box testing, and it is basically on what do you say? It is suitable for algorithm testing and all algorithm.
Okay. So can you list the types of white box testing?
Types of white box testing. Sorry, sir, I'm not sure.
Okay, not a problem. So what are verification and validation?
Verification and validation. These are comes under the V model. And verification is called the phase is called it is a what we say static analysis technique. Verification, it is not it will be just checking like not using the code, and it will check whether the product meets the requirement and all. And validation is the process of it's a dynamic analysis technique, and we will check it will be using code for doing this validation process, and if we will check the whether the requirements has been met using this validation process.
Okay. So what do you think or what test plans consists of?
uh, so can you ask the question once more?
Yeah. What test plans consists of? So what do you, how do you categorize your test plan?
Test plans, like how we need to write the test plan. So
Means what are the documents basically consist of? First, it should be the test case identifier. Then comes the scope. Then are the different features to be tested. So like this.
I'm not sure.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay, so I have a question. You said about in white box testing we do algorithm testing. So what is an algorithm testing?
I don't know about algorithm testing, sir.
Okay, not an issue. Tell me about what is RTEM?
Atom. Okay, Atom is the rapid traceability matrix. Atom, it's a rapid one. And it is mapped with test cases. So if there is any if any data or if anything is deleted or any issues is modified, then we can easily track the test cases and we can execute those in our time.
Okay. Say you have I have given you the say mobile phone, and say you have to write the 5 main test scenarios. So what would you test in a mobile phone?
In a mobile phone, first I'll be checking whether the mobile is means it is in good condition, all the screens and all the means whole mobile I will be checking. Then I'll be checking. The next one will be like when we switch on the mobile, how much time it is taking to get the power on. And the next one will be the uh, specification of the mobile, like the battery backup and all, how much battery backup it will get. Then I will check the chargers, headsets, etc., which was given with this phone. Then
Okay, fine. Tell me about say if I give you an email address field to verify. So what would be your minimal kind of inputs you would be using to test an email field?
so minimal inputs means
Like I have given you an email address field. You have to check with say some kind of inputs. So how many inputs you will be able to certify that the email field is working or not? For me, if I say you will ask me, I'll say there are n number of inputs can be asked, but testing n number of input is not possible. So according to you, how many inputs you will be putting, you will be entering to just check that you will certify that the email field is working as expected.
okay. So I'll be inputting 3 or 4, sir.
According to what, or what would be your examples for this?
Examples like if it is an email field, so I'll be typing the email in different ways, like with dots, with numerals, and after dot, how many numbers or how many fields can be added. Then the password. There will be in some like password should not be in capital letters, and also the password should use a dot and a number with the alphabets. Those inputs will be the one which I will be looking
Okay. So tell me, what is a deferred defect?
at. Deferred defect, I'm not sure, sir.
Okay. So last question from my side. Tell me about what is the difference between a bug, a defect, and an error and a failure.
Defect is the one which was found during by the testers or developers during the software testing time, and bugs will be found by the users. And also Bug is the difference between the actual and the expected result. And the last one is which one's a
Error and a failure.
error and a failure. Failure error means I think error will be like it will be it will happen if the user is working on the application, and failure means I think during the development phase, if the product is not meeting the requirements, then the product or the software will be a failure.
Hi Gitu. I would like to ask one question. Tell me what is latent defect?
So it's a
Latent defect.
latent defect. So it's
Okay. Okay, no worries. Do you know smoke testing?
yes, sir.
Yeah, can you please brief about that?
Yeah, smoke testing is the basic of this software testing, and it is mainly checking the basic functionality of a product and all. So after smoke testing only we'll be doing all other testing. Smoke testing will be the first test we'll be doing.
Okay. Uh, and how it is like different from unit testing?
In unit testing we'll be using codes and also codes
Okay.
will be used for unit testing, and smoke testing will be like if we are checking a if we are going to look up the new house, so we'll be just checking the doors and all the whether the windows and doors of the house, like that is the smoke testing. And unit testing it will be some deeper, it will come deeper with
Okay.
codes and
Okay. Okay. Let's say there is a social media site like Facebook. So and I miss if I told you to test this social media site and write down the unit test cases and also smoke testing test cases. So how you will write that? Tell me one to top one or
yes,
two.
so first of all I will check if you are using this if you are putting this Facebook address on the Google map, then the Facebook app means the app first page is coming. Okay, then the field for putting our username and password, that field is coming or not.
Yes.
Yeah, this will be the smoke testing phase.
Okay. Gitu, one last question from my side. Tell me what is top-down approach?
Top down approach comes under the integration testing. uh, Top down approach means we'll be integrating the modules from top to down, and in top down approach we'll be using stub as a
Okay.
yeah.
And how it is different from bottom up?
In bottom up we are using drivers as the as a what do you say dummy program, and in top down we are using stubs.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Deep. I'm done from my side. Like in
Okay.
technical part.
So before we end this, Gitu, I would like to ask you one question. That what is the what is the thing that you like about most being a software tester?
Finding the defects sir.
So you like to find the defect of others, right?
And not actually others. If if I was using something like if I say I like my motorcycle, I have a bullet.
Mhm.
So if there is any sound or say there is any missing coming, I would like to know what was the defect and how we can rectify that. So I just
Okay.
said an example.
That's a good example basically. So being from a mechanical background, so people from a mechanical background tend to have that urge to find the defect. And over in software testing also, you will be, it's like a mechanical engineering job as well. The software testers do. They need to find the
Yes,
defect and
in
they need to
mechanical
fix it.
also, we need to find the difference. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You need to not only find the defect, you need to fix that as well. So your role will be like a mechanical profile as well. But anyways, good to know you, Gitu, and thank you for joining in today's interview. So we are going to share the feedbacks as well. We are going to meet one to one, and we will be sharing the feedbacks. Do you have any questions that you want to ask any one of us?
I don't have any questions. I think.
Okay. Anyways, thank you. Stay safe, and we'll meet soon. Thank
Yeah,
you very
thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gittu.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Deep and Govind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you all.